I-92's Andi Scott. So glad that you're joining us here today, and we are thrilled to bring you an I-92 New Artist Spotlight. Special guest in the studio here with us today. Please, let's give a warm welcome to Miss Jessie Chris.
Hi.
Jessie, thanks so much for coming by. Of course, you're on tour right now, stopping by radio stations, really giving everybody a taste of what you have to bring. You are the Billboard Artist to Watch, one of the many in 2018.
Thank you. Yes, and thank you for having me.
And something else I wanted to talk to you about before we get into, of course, how your career got started, obviously. You're very young. What is it? You were the youngest artist to ever perform at CMA Music Fest in 2015?
I think I was the youngest artist of that year.
Of
and
that
that was
year.
4 days after I graduated from high school.
You've been a little busy the past couple of years, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been amazing. And you know, some of these moments that are starting to happen, like the Today Show, for example. I stood outside the Today Show when I was 10 years old in the winter, and I was waving to the cameras, hoping I'd get seen for a second, and I did, and my dad recorded on TV at home. He recorded on TV at home, and I went home and I just kept rewinding it and watching it, and then fast forward, and I got to perform on the Today Show. So it's like these things are starting to happen that I, dreamed of when I was so little, and it's just really cool.
Absolutely. And of course, you've had the opportunity to perform with some of my favorites, Kelsey Ballerini.
Yes, we did the song "The Human Race" with Disney, and that's an incredible song. I think it so applies to everything that's going on in the world right now. So definitely check it out.
Yeah, there is a lot that's going on in the world today. And speaking of, I love the fact that in life we go through trials and blessings.
Yes.
And some of those trials that we go through can be pretty difficult.
Yes.
I know you've had some experience with that in your life.
Yeah, well, being from, Massachusetts, and at 10 years old wanting to be a country artist, it made me a little bit different. So at school, it made me an easier target for my classmates to laugh at me and judge me and just give me a hard time about it. So now I'm partnering an anti-bullying tour with my radio tour, and I'm visiting 100 middle schools to talk to kids about my story growing up, and I play them a few songs, and we do a little Q&A, and the feedback has been amazing to hear from kids how it's changed the way they think about things. Just is a really cool thing to me, especially because it wasn't that long ago that I was living kind of like in their shoes, like exactly what they're experiencing now.
You've been through the walk.
Yeah.
And you can show them that there's light at the end of this.
Right, and I'm a big sister at home. I have 2 younger brothers, so it's kind of cool to be like a big sister to my younger fans.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a new single out.
I do.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about it before you play it for us.
So it's called One More, and I wrote it with Matt McVaney and David Spencer in Nashville, and we were halfway through the song, and we almost scrapped it because we thought it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know, after about 10 minutes of, brainstorming for other song ideas and just kind of goofing around, I just felt like we had to go back to this idea and finish it because I started to feel like we really did have something there. Right. And we went back and finished the song, and I'm really glad we did because it's my single.
Well, so here we are on I-92, welcoming Jessie Chris with One More.
Thank you. Why you in my thoughts?